Hello and welcome to the Team Kill Switch review of the WE G18c. I guess this could count as a unboxing because I actually have the box and it's in the box in its original configuration. So let's go over this. The box is a little beat up. I've owned this for probably over a year now. So this box has been opened and closed many times. It's cardboard. It's safe to travel the gun in, I guess. That's all I've got to say about it. Nothing on the bottom. WE series airsoft gun, gas blowback. Got a bunch of Taiwanese or Chinese rubbish over the back there. Our product is not responsible for wrongdoing. You are correct. It's not your fault. Yeah, and then obviously we've got the stock stuff from 01, from whom I purchased this. Right, let's open this. Let's get to the actually interesting bit. Okay, so the gun should come like this. I believe I've repackaged it correctly. I think there was a tool in there that I may have lost, but as you can see, it's got this little cardboard cutout, none of that fancy foam rubbish, just enough to keep it solid and not rattling about while it is transported. And of course to conceal the fact that it is a gun so that the post office do not freak out. Let's take this out, let's take these out, let's of course take the magazine out. Let's close the box. Set that to one side, and let's bring in the foam stand. Now, following my poor safety of last episode, where I accidentally discharged a sniper rifle in my room, an airsoft sniper rifle, let's do a safety check. As you can see, there is not a BB in the chamber. Actually, I don't think you can see that on camera, but you'll have to take my word for it. Magazine is out at the moment, however, the magazine is completely empty, no BBs, and no gas. Not that it would be dangerous anyway, because this is not a very functional gun. Right, let's try to stand this up, and of course fail in the process. I haven't got many good things to say about this gun. This is a poor gun in everything apart from looks and build. So I guess we'll start with the positive stuff. The build. I believe it's true to the real Glock. I have held a real Glock, but given that I live in the UK, I haven't actually been able to fire a real Glock. It's got high quality polymer lower, which is nice and similar to the real gun, and it has got I don't know what type of metal it is. I think it might be steel or something nice, but a good metal upper slide. The fire selector is here, also metal, good, and all the internals are metal. There is a Picatinny rail here, and on here where the real gun would have its serial number and its mandatory metal serial number, this is the safety, which is really poorly positioned because it's easy to get on, but it's actually quite hard to get off, especially in gloves, meaning that it will result in most people just not using the safety, which is a poor safety because you're not going to be using it. It also comes with these two back straps. Okay, this is based off of the Generation 4 Glock 18c, which is very similar to the Glock 17. In the only differences are the Glock 17 does not have a fire selector because it doesn't have a fully automatic mode to select to, and the slide is cut differently. You can see there's an opening here, and the barrel is also slightly different. And I don't think that bit's on the Glock 17 either. I believe, now this isn't fact, this is just what I think. I think that is to allow the gun, or the real gun, to cool down quicker when it's going under fully automatic fire, so that it doesn't melt in your hands. So the build, that is good. That's the only good thing I have to say about it. Got the magazine release here. This is the magazine. Piece of crap. It feels solid and it feels good to hold. Sights are good. Oh, damn it, the camera's gone off. Right, there we go. Sights are good to see. They're illuminated correctly, so you can see down them properly. Yeah, but that's good. It's a very ergonomic gun to hold. I mean, the Glock wasn't designed to be pretty. It was designed to be functional and ergonomic, and at least WE didn't cock up the ergonomics. I have heard some good reviews about this gun, this WE model gun. However, my experience with it was not good. With the gas that you would put into the magazine, it would almost always fail to get through I think it was 26 rounds, which I mean, that's not good. You'd need to refill it halfway through, right out of the box. And this may just be my experience, but that was not good. So that was the first problem. Second problem was when you cock this back and there's nothing in the chamber, you can see there is this little tab here. That is meant to push up this, which holds the slide back on the last shot. This worked for nearly 10 minutes, and it was impressive for nearly 10 minutes. But then I think either the magazine spring wore out, which means it doesn't push up, which it doesn't now, and I don't think the slide was actually going back far enough. I think it was going back to about there and then just coming forward. Third problem was the spring. I'll try to recreate it, but yep, it quite easily gets stuck halfway. Spring does not work, and now the gas leaks. Last skirmish, I attempted to use this when we were being charged, and I think I got 3 shots into the magazine before it just kind of held back about there and sprayed gas from here, here, and here, just going. Actually hurt my hand. So, you know, oh, you see, it hasn't gone all the way forward. Need to forward assist it. Not something you should be doing with a handgun. This is not a reliable gun. This is not a functional gun. This is not an accurate gun, and it's not a particularly powerful gun. If you try to put it onto fully automatic, it will just completely spaz out and die. I haven't gotten rid of it because I really feel like the outside or the external is good, especially with these little back straps, which allow you to customize the size. That's the medium one, which I use. I feel like I could replace the internals and the rubbish magazine and maybe have a functional Glock, which would be lovely, because I do like the look and feel of this gun. I'll show you how to disassemble it. Okay, so first, start over. You must have the magazine in there, or you must not have it, but if you do, you'll press this, the magazine release, take the magazine out. Then you must cock it, and you see this, it's on both sides. Take the finger on either side and pull it down, then apply pressure to the back of the slide with your thumb, and it should slide right off. That allows you to have the lower. I don't think you can take this apart any further without really messing about with it. So let's get that out of the way. We've then got the slide. What I do first is I push the spring forward and I try to wriggle it out of there, which is the one bit that always gets in the way. Okay, so that's out. Rubbish little spring. You then push the outer and inner barrel out and push them forward, push them back out of the frame. Then you can take the outer barrel, which is nice, from the inner barrel, for whatever reason, for cleaning, unjamming, or for storage, like I've had this until very recently. And then obviously everything is just reversed when you want to put it back together. So you slide the inner barrel into the outer barrel, outer and inner barrel into the frame. Make sure that they're nice and together like that. You then take this and you compress it like that and push it in there. You bring the spring in and it should hit the lower bit of the inner barrel, which, this is a good time to mention, that is where the hop up is stored. Not that I think that would change anything because it can't cycle more than 3 rounds. You then take the slide and you guide it onto these little bits on the lower. I don't know if you call it a lower on a pistol. I'm going to call it lower receiver for the sake of the video. Put it onto there. Do that. Okay, it's locked back. That's just gun being unfunctional. This in. Okay, right. You're really starting to see what I mean about this spring. Absolute rubbish. I must have put the spring in a slightly different way because I found there's a certain knack to it, but the spring just will not work. This is a poor gun. I would not recommend getting it for anything other than looks or reenactment. So if you're a cosplayer or a reenactor who doesn't need to actually fire their weapon. I don't know who you'd be reenacting if you had the Glock 18. Maybe some gangsters or a Call of Duty character. But anyway, if you're a reenactor or a cosplayer, or you just want a gun that looks nice for making movies, then this is a good gun because it looks and functions similar to the normal gun when it actually bloody works. If you're an airsofter, I would not recommend this gun. I'd give it a solid 1 out of 10, and that 1 comes from the looks. I think I'll add in a little shooting section in a minute just to demonstrate my point of how poor this gun really is. Don't get it, it's not worth it. I'd go with green gas guns do not work in my experience, so I'd go with either a very tried and tested green gas gun from someone like maybe Tokyo Marui, or I would go with a CO2 gun like the, what is it? I think it's the G&G Extreme 45 or the KWC Luger, which hopefully I'll be buying and reviewing very, very soon. Yeah, that's all I've got for the review. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned if you want to see the shooting and hopefully more videos in the future, including a Colt licensed Full Metal M4, a G&G Extreme 45, and a KWC Luger in the coming weeks. Right, thank you very much for watching. This was Team Killswitch Airsoft. Right, so for the shooting review, we have got a full magazine there. We are going to fully gas it up. Barely taking the gas. Right, you're now about to witness the world's least reliable Glock. I bet £1, which will be given to charity if I'm wrong, that this will not make it past the 5-round mark. Okay, that fired 2 rounds. Okay, right, misfired already. Okay, fired 2 rounds that time. Okay, let's try it on fully automatic, or as I call it, hopeless mode. Okay, after the wind has stopped, that is why the Glock 18c by WE is an awful gun. It does not function. Look at that. Less than halfway through the mag.